Good morning, everybody. This is Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. Hey, guys. All right, we got this machine up to a good point now. Just waiting on the junk machine coming off eBay so I can get the video head for the scanner. But today I'm checking motor speed and audio. And the only way you can really do that is because through modern TVs like these, if there's no video, it doesn't allow the audio to come out on the television because it's got to have a video sync. So these flat screen TVs are useless when you're doing this. So you got to do it old school. All right, since I don't have a video head in and I'm not scanning the video, there is video on these tapes, which are from a customer. So how do you check the audio? Well, basically you can do it with like headphones, okay? So I got the headphones plugged into the line out, and yes, you can hear it. There is audio on these, and the audio sounds real good. It's not the audio is not sluggish from motor speeds or anything like that. The motor speed capacitors that I changed out on this yesterday, the motors are running perfectly at the correct speed now, and the audio is working. As you can see, the audio isn't real loud on these tapes, but that doesn't really matter. I just want to make sure the audio sounds in sync. Sounds like it's not sluggish or slowing down or anything like that, which it's not. It's nice and clear. It's an old TV program, so the audio is excellent on this now. So we know the audio head's working as well. So that's a good sign that the video is going to be good as well once I get the video head changed out on this thing. But as you can see, the audio does play. And when you put the headphones on, you can hear the audio is clear and it's not making any sluggish noise, which I'm just checking from the line out to a pair of headphones, which is the only way I can do it because you can't do it to a flat screen TV without a video signal because it doesn't allow you to do both. You have to have audio and video to play on these flat screen TVs or you just get black. So we're just doing it through headphones, doing it old school to check the audio on this to make sure audio is playing, and it is. So the audio control head is working, okay, as far as I can tell. And as you can see, the meter is moving. So, and then if I put it in the video point, you can see there's no video because there's no video head, so it stays in a flat leveled zone. The AC is good, it's in the right spot. So all the levels on this selector meter seems to be working fine. And the motor has been running for an hour, so if there was any problems with the motors, it would have happened by now. So the capacitors did fix that problem. Also, I did a little prefab on this yesterday because it's I'll be using this machine, and a lot of times on these old pieces of video equipment you get these weird power plugs. I mean, really weird ones, you know, and ones that you just can't find, like ones with 3 little pins, like for the Panasonics. In this case, this was a 2-pin flat. So what I did is I put a brand new socket in there. As you can see how this new cord plugs right into it. A brand new socket underneath that I had an extra socket from another machine, a modern machine. It gives me a 3-pin prong, and I got, you know, whichever, almost everything runs on these cords. As you can tell, it's got 3 pins. See the 3 pins on the end. This is a computer power cord. So I put a modern day computer socket in the back of this and installed a new socket so I don't have to fumble around with these 2 little pins. That special plug with the 2 pins pointing out you have to plug in. I don't have one of those anyways. I didn't want to bother with it, so we put a modern power socket in it, so that way I could plug in any modern computer plug like these and be able to power it up. I mean, the worst thing about these CV skip fuel machines is, first of all, they had weird power plugs and there's no video output on these. So you have to have a breaker box, and you're probably asking, what is a breaker box for these units? So let's show you what a breaker box is. This is a custom breaker box. So basically, as you can see, it's a custom breaker box. You got your video and your audio, and this plugs into the 9-pin in the back, and so you're able to actually get video output through this breaker box. You have to have it because there is no video outputs on these units. It's basically everything worked through this this DIN plug right here. So what we did is we took a cable and we made a breaker box with video out and audio outs. So that way I could do direct copies from the machine and just plug this in. It takes you 10 seconds and you don't have to jury rig anything. I do not like jury rigging. I do not like using clips on power connectors, and you know, I mean, it's crazy when you have to sit there and you have to rig it to get it to work. That's not good. So we made everything custom. We now have a power, a breaker box for the video outputs to be used, and we have a brand new custom power socket put in. So now we could have modern power with a modern plug. So that's gonna bring this thing ready to be used. So like I said, guys, we do an awful lot on these machines. So now we have custom video output. We have a custom power plug for this. So you don't have to sit there and fight this machine with all this obsolete plugs and things that you can't even get anymore. I don't understand on this particular unit or these CV units why didn't have any type of video outputs on these. The reason for that is because there'd be a TV with that big 9-pin plug. There'd be a TV would loop through a television and then loop back into the machine, so you'd be able to record right off TV with one plug, which would be this little plug like that. During those days, modern output plugs really didn't exist. They basically designed it with the TV that came with a 9-pin for recording and all that, and then plugging in a camera. They record to a camera. So like outputs, RCA outputs or BNC for these type of things, they really never even thought about doing anything like that, because these machines were never designed to make a video copy to another video source, because this is like the earlier reel-to-reel machines from 1967. You know, other video decks weren't invented really at that time, so they never had in mind that you might want to copy the tape to another video source. So they never came out with the common normal plugs on the back that you'd be able to copy it from one videotape source to another. So basically it was all internal. So when you plugged this in, this plug here would go to a TV with the same EIAJ plug, and what would happen is you'd be able to loop the video from recording off the TV to the deck, and also playback to the TV, and also you'd be able to hook up a camera right to the back of these units and record to a black and white camera. It was never designed to be like a VCR. I mean, this is pre-1967. Video was just coming into its phase with Ampex and everything else, and it was not ever designed to be used to be played, for copying to another type of video source, because there wasn't any. And on top of it, it was basically a home unit, basically for recording to camera or just recording TV programs back and forth and playing on the television sets that used to come with these. So I hope you enjoyed this video.